G'day guys, Justin from Battleforge Gaming here. Welcome to another BFG quick tip. Today I'm going to be showing you how to magnetize your models. This can be helpful to future-proof your army, as Games Workshop does change rules for weapon loadouts, as well as having multiple options for your models. The equipment you will need today will be a pin vise drill with a 1mm bit and a 3mm bit, a pin, some magnets 3mm in diameter. You can use 1 or 2mm deep magnets, and some super glue. This model is built in sub-assemblies, so we'll pull him apart and then we will get started. The first step we're going to do is take our pin to mark out where we want to drill our holes. You can make a mistake just jumping straight into using your 1mm drill bit. So I found this is the easiest way to make a pilot. So we'll do this to both sides of the body and then we will start drilling some holes. The next step, we take our 1mm drill bit and our pin vise drill, and we're going to drill out where we marked with our pin. You may end up drilling through the whole side of the model if there's only a thin wall of plastic like these Chaos Legionaries. If you do that, it's not a massive issue. So we'll repeat the same process on the other side, like so, and then move on to the next step. Next, we will move on to the arm. Simply take your pin and mark in the center of the arm so it will align with the body, like so. Some arms actually have a cavity, like these. If that's the case, don't worry, you won't mark this with your pin, you will simply be drilling this out carefully with your 3mm drill bit later. We'll take our 1mm drill bit like we did with the body and just drill a pilot hole. You want to make this slightly deeper than the magnet, as we don't want the magnet to protrude past the plastic. Next, we will move on to using the 3mm drill bit. My drill does not hold 3mm, so I've wrapped some masking tape around my bit, and we're going to very carefully drill out where we had our pilot hole. Now you don't want to take big chunks out of this, so sometimes I will spin the bit the opposite direction so it does not get stuck. And if you drill all the way through, don't worry, you can just use a deeper magnet. So with this instance, we will be using a 2mm magnet, as we will end up drilling through the wall of the plastic. Repeat the process with the arm. We want to use a 1mm magnet here, so we need to drill slightly deeper than 1mm. We just don't want the magnet to protrude past the plastic. So take your time. Again, drill gently and spin the drill bit backwards if it does get caught, as you don't want to take large chunks of plastic out. Next, we will move on to the arm with the cavity. You want to be careful with these. They can be a bit tricky. We are gently going to try and drill the center of the arm. You don't want to use much pressure when you first start drilling this hole. But once you have got it started, you can drill out the same way you did the previous holes. Again, you want to drill deep enough so that the magnet will not protrude past the plastic. Before you fit your magnets, you want to do a little test to make sure they are deep enough. Simply press the magnet into the hole and make sure it does not protrude past the plastic, like this example here. We will now fit some magnets. For this, I simply use super glue. Place it in the area you want your magnet. I then use a scalpel, as I like to slide the magnet off in place. You can touch super glue if you are quick. Your finger should not stick as long as you don't use a lot of pressure. I then grab the end of a brush to hold the magnet in place while it sets. Be patient with these steps and make sure the glue has cured before you try to align your next magnet. Next, we want to check the polarity to make sure we get the magnets facing the right way. So I grab my little stick of magnets and make sure they pull to each other so I know they are going to be glued in the right way. Next, we want to grab the arm and some super glue and repeat the same process as the body. I then grab my blunt scalpel and pick one of the magnets off, making sure it faces the correct way. And we are going to slide it into the hole like we did with the body. And grab our brush to hold it in place. You want to make sure this sets before you try and line it up on your body, so be patient. After you have repeated the process on both sides of the body, your model is magnetized. You want to be patient before you place these parts, as you can pull the magnets out. But this is how you magnetize marines. Hopefully this is a helpful tutorial for you. Stay tuned for some more BFG quick tip videos coming in the future.